finding a client. And wallahi, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is by far the hardest part ever. Finding a client is the hardest part ever. Because everybody's looking for jobs. People that even have uni degrees, master's degrees, 10 years experience, can't land a client. Once you find a client, please, 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 for the love of God, treat that client the best you can. The amount people pay you has nothing to do with the work that you do. There's works that I've done that I've got paid more than a couple of hundreds of dollars for work that only lasted an hour, 1 hour. And there's clients that I've worked days and days and days and they paid me like $20. Based on experience, the clients that pay less tend to give you the most headache. Hello everybody, welcome back to another YouTube video. I'm being consistent nowadays. I'm actually being really consistent. So if you're here, please, I'm gonna tell you in the first 5 seconds, leave a like and subscribe. Please, just leave a like before you start watching the video. So in this video, as you can see by the title and the thumbnail of the video, I'll tell you how to make a little bit of cash as a student. I'm not gonna try to be those type of YouTubers that will waste your time just giving you BS advice that you and I both know don't really work. It's a vague tips and tricks that just keep wasting your time. We've all been through that journey. I'm gonna tell you how I do it so you can follow step by step and just make some money as a student. We really need that money, right? We really need that money as a student. Even $100, $200 extra dollars a month would really be helpful. Let's just get straight into it. So you're probably good at something. You're probably really good at something. Either you know it or you don't. If you don't, go ask your friends, go ask your family or relatives. Ask them, what am I really good at? What do you think I am really good at? It has to be skills though. It can't be just, like some random stuff like flipping and kicking a ball, right? I'm talking about people that live in a third world countries like Somalia, all that stuff. Like I was in the same position I was, right? So ask friends, ask relatives what you're good at. If you already know, then that's good, all right? If you don't have anything, which is, I doubt, might be like 10% of the population. You're good at something, but people underestimate the things that they're really good at. Let's say you're not really good at anything. Pick one thing. Try to be really good at. It could be video editing. Learn a skill. That's the first step. Learn a skill. It could be either video editing. It could be digital marketing. It could be anything. It could be anything. That's not the hard part. And there's a lot of websites that you can learn how to edit videos. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. YouTube is the best place to learn anything. It could be whatever. It could be flipping, making YouTube thumbnails. I use those because I do YouTube videos. That's what I'm familiar with. That could be anything. It could be making Shopify accounts, Shopify stores for people. It doesn't actually take that much time. I do that every single day and make like $5. It's not that much, but it adds up over time. The first phase you're probably going to struggle with is picking a skill or finding a skill or just finding anything that you're really good at or at least learning things, right? That's going to be the first hard phase that you're gonna go through. The second phase is finding a client. And wallahi, I'm not gonna lie to you, this is by far the hardest part ever. Finding a client is the hardest part ever because everybody's looking for jobs. People that even have high school, uni degrees, master's degrees, 10 years experience can't land a client or can't land a job. So what makes you different? Try to offer at a lower price, but not too low to the point that it seems too good to be true. And they're actually a very low price scares people away. Like in the medium, and they're not too high, not too low. Try to be in the medium and do a lot of free work stuff. I don't really like doing free stuff. I'm really against it. I don't like doing anything free. They're just taking too much advantage of you. But do things for yourself. Let's say you learned how to edit videos. Edit videos for yourself. Let's say you learned how to do a digital marketing. Do that for yourself. It doesn't have to be your face. I get it. Some people are shy. They don't like being public and their face being in front of everybody and in front of the world, right? I get it. You learn digital marketing. Try to market things that you have. Like I have a Etsy account that I sell Somali alphabet letters, animal alphabet letters, and I sell background posters. If you want, you can, for better understanding, please click the link in the description down below just to check how it is. But basically, if you learned a skill, try to use that skill on yourself. That's the best way to attract clients. If you actively use the skill, there's a lot of people that are looking for the same client that you're looking for. So my best advice is, I can talk all day, but at the end of the day, it's really hard to find. At least it was for me. The first 5 clients, it was hard it was very hard to find. But if you already have samples of it you already did, you can go to Fiverr and Upwork. I would actually prefer if you take the Fiverr route, because Fiverr is like a shop. You set it up once and just leave it there, and people will just, come and see your stuff. If they like it, they will contact you and buy it from you. Whereas Upwork, you have to submit things. And if you have no previous experience, it will be borderline impossible. It will really be impossible for you to like find or land a client. Based on everything I said so far, it actually comes down to this. The last point that I mentioned, which is finding a client. Once you find a client, please, 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 for the love of God, treat that client the best you can. I've recently, maybe 8 months ago, found this content creator that I was editing videos for, and the reason I found that content creator was because somebody that I did the work for was a little work, like it lasted 30 minutes, recruited me to work for the other person. Like it was basically word of mouth. The best way you can find clients is through other clients. So if you're good with one client, don't treat them, even if you're doing work for like $20, right? Do the best that you can for them, and in the future they might suggest you to other people. Finding clients is very hard, and if you find a client, try to make a good impression. That's literally what I'm trying to say. Basically, you just need to find a client to pay you. That's it. That's it. And the amount they pay you actually doesn't even depend on the work that you do. Wallahi, that's genuinely me being serious. The amount people pay you has nothing to do with the work that you do. There's works that I've done that I've got paid more than couple of hundreds of dollars for work that only lasted an hour, 1 hour. And there's clients that I've worked days and days and days and they paid me like $20. Well, like, that's not me trying to over exaggerate. So the work that you do has no correlation with the amount of money that you get paid. It only depends on the person you're working for and what kind of budget they have. And I've noticed based on experience, the less that you're working for, the harder it is. People that respect their work, people that have believe in what they're doing, tend to pay more. So, um, as a starter, it would be hard for me to tell you to find clients that pay high. I mean, by high depends on where you live. If you live in Somalia and you get a client that pays you $20 an hour, that could be high. But I'm talking about based on experience, the clients that pay less tend to give you the most headache, in my opinion. So if you're a student, you already have enough headache studying, so you don't want no more headache with $5 an hour. So try to land a client that pays well and do your best to have a good impression on the client. And in the future, that same client will suggest you to other people, and from there you have already enough base. 2 3 clients is more than enough for you to like sustain. As I'm recording this video, I'm kind of transitioning more to focusing content because I have uni and I want to build a long-term sustainable income or a brand with making YouTube videos and branching out on social media. And I'm still doing my freelance work. But freelance, the reason I said the freelance is for students, and the reason I'm suggesting it for students, and the reason this video is for students, is freelancing is not really a sustainable source of income. So if you're a student and you would only want few bucks a month, then freelance is for you. The route that I'm trying to take is more sustainable income. It could be working directly for somebody or working for myself, like making content, trying to start my own business. That's the route I want to choose. That's the route I technically chose already since I'm making this video. So I would say use it as a temporary solution for any financial problems that you have, but have a long-term goal of starting your own business, starting your own thing, or working for a well-established company that have a good budget, basically, that you can work freely and get the money that you deserve. I remember before I ever got my first client, I sent well over 400 emails, 400 requests on either Upwork, Fiverr, combine all of them together, is at least 400 requests I've sent. So, especially me being from Somalia, they were very hasty to giving me any sort of work. And the first work I got was $30. And I spent the whole day doing it. I think I was 16 at the time, so it was still worth it. I didn't have to pay no bills. It's different than now. I have to pay my own uni and all of that stuff. So, I would say try your best. You have YouTube. The reason you found me was because you're on YouTube. So as long as you have YouTube, you're blessed. If you want to learn anything, if you want to take a specific route, either Upwork or Fiverr, you have YouTube to show you step by step on how to do it. The best I can say is don't give up on this. Work hard and see it as a temporary solution. Freelancing will never be a permanent solution to your financial problems. That's all I'm gonna say. That's my genuine advice. If you want to make money as a college or university student or a high school student or any type of student that you are. With that being said, I'm just gonna leave it there. Leave a like! God damn it, leave a like! I'm putting all of my time and effort to making this video for you. So leave a like and subscribe. See you next video. Bye.